Welcome to the channel, where today we're diving into a numismatic mystery so astonishing, so utterly mind-bending, that it might just change the way you look at the loose change jingling in your pocket. Could a single 2013 D. Jefferson nickel, a humble 5-cent coin, really be worth an unimaginable $234 million, making it the most valuable coin ever struck in human history? Picture this: an ordinary day at the Denver Mint in 2013, workers bustling, machines humming, churning out millions of nickels, when a catastrophic error, shrouded in secrecy and speculation, slips through the cracks, creating a coin so rare, so unique, that it becomes a legend whispered about in the shadowy corners of the collecting world, a relic that could turn a pauper into a billionaire overnight. Let's unravel this enigma, peeling back layers of history, intrigue, and obsession to uncover how a simple nickel became a treasure worth more than the GDP of some small nations. The story begins in the early 2010s, a time when the US Mint was grappling with budget cuts, aging equipment, and a relentless demand for coinage in a world increasingly leaning toward digital currency. Yet, amidst this chaos, the Jefferson nickel, a design unchanged since 1938, was about to birth a phenomenon. The 2013 D, struck at the Denver Mint, was supposed to be just another coin in a series of billions, featuring Thomas Jefferson's stoic profile on the obverse and the stately Monticello on the reverse, but something went terribly, gloriously wrong. Rumors swirl about what happened. Some say a rogue mint worker, disgruntled and daring, tampered with the dies. Others whisper of a mechanical failure so rare it defied all quality control measures, and a few wild theorists even claim extraterrestrial interference, pointing to the coin's bizarre anomalies as evidence of something beyond human error. The truth, as we'll discover, is far stranger than fiction. The primary error that sets this coin apart is a staggering double-die obverse, where Jefferson's face appears duplicated, as if staring into a ghostly mirror, with the date, 2013, and the D mint mark eerily overlapping, creating a visual effect so pronounced it's detectable with the naked eye, a rarity in modern minting, where automated systems catch most mistakes. But this wasn't just any double die. Experts later revealed it was caused by a misaligned hub during the die-making process, a 1 in a billion fluke that imprinted a haunting second image onto the coin, making it instantly recognizable to those who know what to look for. Yet, the double die was only the beginning. Reports surfaced of a secondary error, a wrong planchet strike, where the 2013 D nickel was inexplicably minted on a silver planchet intended for a commemorative coin, giving it a shimmering, otherworldly glow that set collectors' hearts ablaze. This silver anomaly, combined with the double die, created a coin so unique that numismatists began calling it the Ghost Jefferson, a name that evokes both its spectral appearance and its elusive nature. To understand why this coin commands $234 million, we need to journey back to the history of US coinage errors, where mistakes like the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double-die Lincoln cent became legends, fetching millions at auction due to their scarcity and the stories they told, coins that slipped through the mint's fingers, defying the odds to become treasures. The 2013 D, however, eclipses them all, not just for its errors but for its production anomalies, which numismatic scholars argue may have been intentional, a covert experiment by the mint to test new alloys or dyes, only to be accidentally released into circulation. The mint, notoriously tight-lipped, has neither confirmed nor denied these claims, fueling speculation that government cover-ups are at play. After all, how could a coin this flawed escape modern quality controls unless someone wanted it to? The rarity of the 2013 D is staggering. Estimates suggest only 3 such coins exist, with 2 reportedly lost in circulation, leaving just one known specimen in the hands of a secretive collector known only as the Denver Phantom, a figure whose identity remains one of the greatest mysteries in numismatics. This collector, rumored to be a former mint employee, allegedly found the coin in a vending machine in Colorado Springs in 2014, recognizing its errors instantly and spiriting it away to a hidden vault, where it remained until a 2023 auction sent shockwaves through the collecting world. The auction, held in a clandestine Las Vegas venue, saw billionaires, sheiks, and anonymous bidders vying for the coin, with the final price soaring to $234 million after a heated bidding war that lasted 3 hours, a record that shattered previous numismatic sales like the 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle, which sold for $18.9 million in 2021. But why such an astronomical sum? The answer lies in the coin's layered errors. Beyond the double die and silver planchet, experts discovered a microscopic anomaly, a faint, unexplained inscription on the reverse, barely visible under high magnification, reading "E pluribus error," a phrase some believe was deliberately etched by a mint insider as a nod to the coin's imperfections, though others argue it's a forging attempt, adding yet another layer of intrigue. This inscription, if authentic, suggests human intervention, perhaps a disgruntled engraver or a whistleblower exposing mint inefficiencies, making the coin not just a numismatic marvel but a historical artifact that challenges our trust in institutional systems. The collector community is obsessed, with forums buzzing about the Ghost Jefferson, where enthusiasts share tales of scouring pocket change, hoping to find one of the lost two coins, believed to be circulating in the American Midwest, possibly in a child's piggy bank or a forgotten jar. One such story involves a Nebraska schoolteacher who, in 2015, found a peculiar 2013 D nickel in her classroom's fundraising jar, only to lose it during a move, sparking a nationwide hunt among collectors who offered rewards reaching $10 million for its recovery. Numismatic experts, like John Seychow, a renowned California-based collector, argue the coin's value transcends its errors. It's a symbol of human fallibility, a tangible reminder that even in an age of precision, mistakes can create miracles. Seychow, who examined the auction specimen, noted its pristine MS-70 grade, a perfect condition that amplifies its worth, as even a single scratch could have its value. The coin's journey didn't end at auction. Whispers of a government attempt to seize it under the 1933 Gold Recall Act, which once deemed certain coins illegal to own, surfaced in 2024, only to be quashed when the coin's owner produced irrefutable provenance, proving it was legally acquired. This legal battle added to the coin's mystique, with conspiracy theorists claiming the mint wants it destroyed to erase evidence of their blunder. Meanwhile, collectors' stories continue to emerge. A Las Vegas casino worker claims to have spent a 2013 D nickel in a slot machine, unaware of its value, only to learn of its legend years later, sparking a frantic search through casino coin reserves. Another tale involves a Denver pawn shop owner who rejected a suspicious nickel in 2016, only to realize too late it matched the Ghost Jefferson's description, a mistake that haunts him as he now spends his days combing through coin rolls. The 2013 DS value is also tied to its historical context. 2013 was a year of economic recovery post-Great Recession, when the mint was under pressure to cut costs, leading to rushed production and lax oversight, conditions ripe for errors. Some speculate the silver planchet was a leftover from a cancelled commemorative series, perhaps honoring the 50th anniversary of the Kennedy assassination, a theory bolstered by leaked mint documents hinting at unannounced projects. The coin's anomalies don't stop there. Metallurgical analysis revealed trace elements of platinum, suggesting a contaminated planchet batch, a discovery that sent collectors into a frenzy, as it implied the coin might be a prototype for a never-released series. This platinum trace, combined with the double die and inscription, makes the 2013 D a trifecta of rarity, each era compounding its value exponentially. The numismatic world is divided. Some call it the holy grail of coins, others a fluke overhyped by market manipulation, with skeptics pointing to the 2000 Sacagawea Cheerios dollar, which soared to $100,000 before stabilizing at lower values. Yet, the 2013 DS auction price and relentless demand silenced doubters, with grading services like PCGS and NGC refusing to comment on its authenticity, citing unresolved questions about its origins. The coin's allure lies in its mystery. Where are the other two? Are they buried in a landfill, spent on a coffee, or hidden in a collector's safe? Every transaction, every coin roll, becomes a potential treasure hunt, with the promise of $234 million driving collectors to obsession. Imagine finding it in your change, a coin that could buy a private island, a fleet of jets, or erase a lifetime of debt. What would you do? The 2013 D. Jefferson nickel isn't just a coin, it's a saga of human error, ambition, and the eternal quest for the rare, a story that grips us because it reminds us that fortune can hide in the most ordinary places, waiting for someone to notice. So, check your pockets, your jars, your couch cushions, because the next time you hold a nickel, you might just be holding a $234 million miracle. Keep watching, keep searching, and never stop chasing the mystery of the Ghost Jefferson. Next, brace yourself for a tale so electrifying, so pulse-pounding, that it might just make you rummage through your pocket change with trembling hands. Could a single 2015 D. Jefferson nickel, a mere 5-cent coin you might overlook at a gas station counter, truly be worth a staggering $490 million, crowned as the most valuable coin ever minted in human history? Imagine a crisp autumn day at the Denver Mint in 2015, machines roaring, workers racing against deadlines, when a catastrophic, almost otherworldly error slips through the cracks, birthing a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that it ignites a firestorm of obsession among collectors, historians, and treasure hunters, transforming a humble nickel into a legend that could rewrite your destiny with a single flip. This is the story of the 2015 D. Jefferson nickel, a coin shrouded in mystery, controversy, and unimaginable value, and we're about to unravel its secrets, diving deep into a labyrinth of minting mishaps, government conspiracies, and collector mania that will leave you questioning every coin you've ever touched. Let's start at the heart of the mystery, the Denver Mint in 2015, a facility churning out billions of coins under intense pressure to meet economic demands in a post-recession world, where cost-cutting measures and outdated equipment set the stage for a perfect storm of errors. The Jefferson nickel, with its classic depiction of the third U.S. president on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, was meant to be routine, but something went spectacularly awry, a double-die error so dramatic that Jefferson's face appears to shimmer with a ghostly duplicate, the date, 2015, and the D mint mark warped in a way that makes the coin leap out to anyone with a keen eye, a flaw so rare in modern minting that it defies belief. But this wasn't just a double-die. Whispers among numismatists point to a second, jaw-dropping anomaly. The coin was struck on a gold planchet, a material never intended for nickels, reserved instead for ultra-limited commemorative issues, giving the 2015 D a radiant, almost mythical glow that collectors dubbed the Golden Ghost. How could such a mistake happen? Some theorize a disgruntled mint employee, perhaps bitter from years of underappreciation, deliberately sabotaged the process, slipping a gold planchet into the press as an act of rebellion. Others speculate a mechanical glitch, a 1 in a trillion malfunction that bypassed every safeguard, and a few fringe voices even suggest a government experiment gone rogue, testing precious metal alloys in secret, only for the coin to escape into the wild. The rarity of the 2015 D is almost incomprehensible. Experts estimate only 4 such coins were minted, with 3 unaccounted for, lost in the vast sea of circulation, while the 4th, known as the Aurum specimen, surfaced in a 2024 auction that sent shockwaves through the numismatic world, fetching $490 million after a frenzied bidding war among billionaires, royalty, and shadowy investors cloaked in anonymity. To grasp why this coin commands such a fortune, we must travel back through the annals of coin collecting, where errors like the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, worth $4.5 million, or the 1943 bronze cent, fetching $1.7 million, pale in comparison to the 2015 D's unprecedented value, driven not just by its errors but by the wild stories that surround it. The double-die error, caused by a misaligned hub during die creation, created a visual effect so striking that it's been compared to seeing a phantom president staring back at you, but the gold planchet elevates it to another level, with metallurgical analysis revealing traces of an experimental alloy, possibly linked to a classified mint project to develop counterfeit-resistant coins. This alloy, containing hints of platinum and palladium, suggests the 2015 D was no accident but a prototype, perhaps for a never-released series commemorating the 70th anniversary of World War II's end, a theory fueled by leaked documents hinting at a scrapped, Victory nickel program. The mint, as always, remains silent, refusing to acknowledge the coin's existence, which only deepens the mystery. Why would they let such a treasure slip away unless they never meant for it to be found? The Aurum specimen's journey to auction is a saga of its own, discovered in 2016 by a Wyoming truck driver named Clara Hensley, who found it in a tip jar at a roadside diner. The coin's strange glow caught her eye, but she tucked it away, unaware of its value, until a local coin shop owner gasped in disbelief, recognizing its errors. Hensley's life changed overnight, but so did the coin's fate. It vanished during a 2017 break-in at her home, only to resurface years later in the hands of a mysterious figure known as the Prospector, a collector rumored to have ties to organized crime, who sold it to an undisclosed buyer in Dubai before it hit the auction block. The auction itself, held in a fortified Geneva vault, was a spectacle of wealth and secrecy, with bidders connected via encrypted lines, one allegedly representing a tech mogul, another a Middle Eastern prince, and a third rumored to be a front for the U.S. government, desperate to reclaim the coin to bury evidence of their blunder. The $490 million price tag wasn't just about rarity, it was about the coin's story, its defiance of the system, and the tantalizing possibility that 3 more are out there, waiting to be found in a vending machine, a child's piggy bank, or a forgotten drawer. Numismatic experts like Dr. Evelyn Torres, a leading authority on mint errors, describe the 2015 D as a perfect storm of impossibility, noting its MS-69 grade, just shy of perfection, which only heightens its allure, as collectors speculate a flawless MS-70 could push its value past $1 billion. But there's more, a microscopic anomaly discovered under 100x magnification, a tiny, deliberate scratch on Monticello's steps, forming the initials JM, sparking theories of a rogue engraver leaving their mark, perhaps as a protest against mint bureaucracy or a cryptic clue to the coin's origins. This mark, verified by the professional coin grading service, adds a layer of intrigue, with some claiming it's a forgery meant to inflate value, while others see it as proof of human intent, a middle finger to the system etched in gold. The collector community is in a frenzy, with online forums like CoinTalk and Reddit buzzing with tales of near misses. A Florida retiree who spent a shiny 2015 D on a lottery ticket, only to learn later it matched the Golden Ghost description. A Chicago pawn shop owner who turned away a suspicious nickel, haunted by the thought it was worth millions. And a viral story of a Minnesota teenager who found one in a parking lot, only to lose it in a bet, unaware of its value. These stories fuel a nationwide treasure hunt, with collectors offering bounties of $50 million for the missing 3 coins, believed to be circulating in the Great Plains, where the Denver Mint's coins often first enter circulation. The 2015 DS value is also rooted in its historical context. 2015 marked a period of transition for the Mint, with new anti-counterfeiting technologies being tested, including experimental alloys that may have accidentally produced the gold planchet, a mistake that slipped through during a chaotic shift change. Conspiracy theorists point to a deeper cover-up, suggesting the coin was part of a black budget project to create untraceable currency for covert operations, only for a worker to smuggle it out, either by accident or design. Adding to the mystique, a 2023 Freedom of Information Act request revealed redacted Mint records mentioning anomalous 2015 production, but no further details, prompting speculation that the government is hiding the truth to avoid admitting a $490 million mistake. The coin's allure is universal. It's not just about money, it's about the dream of discovery, the chance that anyone, anywhere, could stumble upon a fortune. Picture yourself at a coffee shop, paying with change, when you notice a nickel that doesn't look right, its golden sheen catching the light. What would you do? Would you keep it secret, fearing government scrutiny, or shout it from the rooftops, risking theft? The 2015 D is a symbol of hope and chaos, a reminder that even in a world of algorithms and automation, human error can create miracles. Collectors like Marcus Lee, who spent his life savings chasing rumors of the coin, describe it as the white whale of numismatics, a quest that drives people to madness, with some selling their homes to fund searches, others scouring bank rolls until their fingers bleed. The coin's value keeps climbing, with projections suggesting it could hit $1 billion by 2030 as more collectors join the hunt, driven by stories like that of a Kansas farmer who found a 2015 D in his tractor's cup holder, only to have it stolen by a relative, sparking a family feud that made national headlines. The legal battles are just as intense. The Mint briefly attempted to seize the Orem specimen under obscure federal laws, claiming it was stolen government property, but the case collapsed when the owner produced a chain of custody dating back to Hensley's diner find, proving its legitimacy. This legal drama only amplified the coin's legend, with some calling it the rebel nickel, a defiant artifact that slipped through the cracks of bureaucracy. Every detail of the 2015 D pulls you deeper into its orbit: the gold planchet's unearthly sheen, the double die's ghostly Jefferson, the mysterious JM initials, and the tantalizing possibility that you, yes you, could be holding one of the lost 3. The numismatic world is divided. Purists argue its value is inflated by hype, comparing it to the 1969 double die penny, which soared then crashed, but optimists see it as a once-in-a-lifetime anomaly, a coin that transcends money to become a cultural phenomenon. The hunt continues, with collectors scouring flea markets, gas stations, and casino slots, driven by the dream of finding a $490 million needle in a haystack. Every coin you touch could be the one, every transaction a potential jackpot, so check your change, dig through your jars, and keep your eyes peeled, because the 2015 D Golden Ghost is out there, waiting to turn an ordinary moment into a life-changing miracle, a treasure that proves the smallest things can hold the greatest secrets. Next, hold onto your seats because we're about to plunge into a numismatic thriller so gripping, so heart-stopping, that it might just make you question every coin you've ever tossed into a tip jar. Could a single 2012 D Jefferson nickel, a seemingly worthless 5-cent piece you might find in your couch cushions, actually be worth an astonishing $110 million, hailed as one of the most valuable coins ever struck? Picture a bustling day at the Denver Mint in 2012, the air thick with the clatter of machinery and the pressure of producing billions of coins, when a monumental, almost unbelievable error slips through the cracks, creating a nickel so rare, so extraordinary, that it sparks a feverish hunt among collectors, historians, and fortune seekers, transforming a humble piece of change into a legend that could make you richer than your wildest dreams. This is the saga of the 2012 D Jefferson nickel, a coin cloaked in mystery, conspiracy, and obsession, and we're about to unravel its secrets, diving into a whirlwind of minting blunders, shadowy government oversights, and collector mania that will leave you checking your pockets with bated breath. Let's set the stage. It's 2012, the US economy is clawing its way out of the Great Recession, and the Denver Mint is under strain, with aging equipment and budget cuts leading to lapses in oversight that set the scene for a perfect storm of errors. The Jefferson nickel, a staple since 1938 with its familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson and Monticello's elegant facade, was meant to be just another coin in a sea of billions, but something went catastrophically, gloriously wrong. A triple-die error, an almost unheard-of anomaly where Jefferson's face appears layered with two ghostly duplicates, the date, 2012, and the D mint mark distorted in a way that makes the coin shimmer like a mirage, instantly recognizable to anyone with a sharp eye. This triple-die error, caused by a freak misalignment during the die-making process, is so rare that numismatists call it the Phantom Jefferson, a name that evokes its ethereal appearance and elusive nature. But the story doesn't end there. Reports emerged of a second, mind-blowing anomaly. The coin was struck on a copper zinc planchet intended for a penny, giving it a reddish gold hue that sets it apart from any nickel ever minted, earning it the nickname, the Crimson Ghost. How could such a double error occur? Theories abound. Some whisper of a rogue mint worker, perhaps a disgruntled engraver, sabotaging the process in a daring act of defiance. Others point to a mechanical failure, a one-in-a-billion glitch that evaded modern quality controls, and a few wild speculators even suggest a covert government test, experimenting with hybrid planchets to combat counterfeiting, only for the coin to slip into circulation by mistake. The rarity of the 2012 D is staggering. Experts estimate only 5 such coins were minted, with 3 believed to be lost in circulation, 1 destroyed in a 2013 fire at a Colorado coin shop, and the 5th, known as the Crimson King, surfacing in a 2023 auction that shattered records, fetching $110 million after a nail-biting battle among billionaire collectors, tech tycoons, and enigmatic bidders shrouded in secrecy. To understand why this coin commands such a fortune, we must journey through the history of numismatic errors, where coins like the 1955 double-die Lincoln cent, worth $2 million, or the 1916 Standing Liberty quarter, fetching $3.8 million, set the stage for the 2012 DS meteoric rise, driven not just by its errors but by the wild tales that surround it. The triple-die error alone makes it a numismatic unicorn, with Jefferson's face appearing to shift under different lights, a visual effect so haunting that collectors describe it as staring into history's soul. But the copper zinc planchet pushes it into the stratosphere, with metallurgical analysis revealing traces of an experimental alloy, possibly linked to a classified mint project to develop durable coins for military use in overseas bases. This alloy, containing micro amounts of titanium, suggests the 2012 D was no accident but a prototype, perhaps for a never-released series marking the 10th anniversary of 9/11, a theory bolstered by cryptic mint records hinting at special projects in 2012. The mint, predictably tight-lipped, has neither confirmed nor denied these claims, fueling speculation of a cover-up. How could a coin this flawed escape unless someone meant for it to? The Crimson King's journey to auction is a saga of near-mythical proportions, discovered in 2014 by a Denver schoolboy named Ethan Caldwell, who found it in a gumball machine. The coin's odd color caught his eye, but he kept it in a shoebox, unaware of its value, until a family friend, a retired numismatist, spotted it in 2018 and nearly fainted. Caldwell's find sparked a frenzy, but the coin vanished during a 2019 estate sale after his family's home was foreclosed, only to reappear in the hands of a shadowy collector known as the Mountain Keeper, rumored to be a former mint official who spirited it away to a private vault in Montana. The 2023 auction, held in a high-security New York venue, was a spectacle of wealth and intrigue, with bidders connected via satellite, one allegedly representing a Russian oligarch, another a Silicon Valley mogul, and a third rumored to be a front for the Federal Reserve, desperate to reclaim the coin to bury evidence of their error. The $110 million price wasn't just about rarity, it was about the coin's defiance, its story of slipping through the cracks, and the tantalizing possibility that 3 more are out there, hiding in plain sight. Numismatic experts like Dr. Samuel Voss, a Colorado-based coin historian, call the 2012 D a monument to human imperfection, noting its near-perfect MS-68 grade, which amplifies its value, as even a minor blemish could slash millions from its worth. But there's more, a microscopic anomaly discovered under high magnification, a faint, deliberate etching on Monticello's roof, spelling erratum, Latin for error, sparking theories of a mint insider leaving a cheeky signature, perhaps as a protest against cost-cutting measures or a nod to the coin's flaws. This etching, verified by ncaa, adds a layer of mystery, with skeptics claiming it's a post-mint alteration to boost value, while believers see it as proof of human intent, a secret message etched in copper zinc. The collector community is ablaze, with forums like Numis Forum and X buzzing with tales of near misses, a Texas waitress who spent a reddish 2012 D on a soda, only to learn its value years later, a Utah pawn shop owner who rejected a suspicious nickel, now haunted by his mistake, and a viral story of an Idaho hiker who found one in a trailhead donation box, only to lose it in a river crossing. These stories fuel a nationwide treasure hunt, with collectors offering bounties of $25 million for the missing 3 coins, believed to be circulating in the Rocky Mountain region, where Denver's coins often first appear. The 2012 DS value is rooted in its historical context. 2012 was a year of economic strain, with the mint facing pressure to streamline operations, leading to rushed production and lax oversight, conditions ripe for errors. Conspiracy theorists point to a deeper plot, suggesting the copper zinc planchet was a leftover from a cancelled Pentagon contract to produce coins for wartime economies, smuggled out by a whistleblower exposing mint inefficiencies. A 2022 FOIA request uncovered redacted mint documents mentioning anomalous 2012 strikes, but no details, prompting speculation that the government is hiding a $110 million blunder. The coin's allure is universal. It's not just about money, it's about the thrill of discovery, the chance that anyone could stumble upon a fortune in a parking lot or a laundromat. Imagine finding a nickel that doesn't look right, its reddish sheen catching the light. What would you do? Keep it secret, fearing government seizure, or announce it to the world, risking theft? The 2012 D is a symbol of chaos and possibility, a reminder that even in a digital age, a tiny piece of metal can hold unimaginable power. Collectors like Maria Delgado, who sold her car to fund a search for the coin, describe it as the ultimate chase, a quest that drives people to obsession, with some scouring coin rolls until dawn, others quitting jobs to hunt full-time. The coin's value keeps climbing, with projections suggesting it could hit $200 million by 2030 as the hunt intensifies, driven by stories like that of a Wyoming retiree who found a 2012 D in a casino slot machine, only to have it stolen by a coworker, sparking a lawsuit that gripped headlines. The legal battles are fierce. The mint briefly claimed the Crimson King was unauthorized, citing the 1933 Gold Recall Act, but the case collapsed when the owner proved its legal acquisition, adding to the coin's rebel mystique. Every detail of the 2012 D draws you deeper: the copper zinc's fiery glow, the triple die's ghostly Jefferson, the cryptic erratum etching, and the tantalizing possibility that you could be holding one of the lost 3. The numismatic world is split. Skeptics argue its value is hyped, comparing it to the 2000 mule quarter, which soared then stabilized, but optimists see it as a once-in-a-century anomaly, a coin that transcends currency to become a legend. The hunt continues, with collectors combing flea markets, gas stations, and vending machines, driven by the dream of finding a $110 million needle in a haystack. Every coin you touch could be the one, every transaction a potential jackpot, so check your change, dig through your jars, and keep your eyes open, because the 2012 D Crimson Ghost is out there, waiting to turn a fleeting moment into a life-altering miracle, a treasure that proves the smallest mistakes can hold the greatest secrets. Next, prepare to have your mind blown by a numismatic mystery so electrifying, so utterly spellbinding, that it will make you question every coin you've ever held in your hand. Could a single 2014 D Jefferson nickel, a mere 5-cent piece you might toss into a parking meter, truly be worth an unimaginable $599 million, crowned as the most valuable coin ever struck in the history of mankind? Imagine a chaotic day at the Denver Mint in 2014, the air buzzing with the relentless hum of presses, workers scrambling under tight deadlines, when a catastrophic, almost supernatural error slips through the cracks, birthing a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that it ignites a global frenzy among collectors, historians, and treasure hunters, transforming a humble nickel into a legend that could turn a fleeting glance at your change into a life-altering fortune. This is the saga of the 2014 D Jefferson nickel, a coin cloaked in secrecy, controversy, and obsession, and we're about to dive headfirst into its enigma, unraveling a tapestry of minting disasters, government conspiracies, and collector mania that will leave you scouring your pockets with a racing heart. Let's set the scene. It's 2014, the U.S. economy is stabilizing post-recession, but the Denver Mint is under pressure, grappling with outdated machinery, staff shortages, and a mandate to produce billions of coins at breakneck speed, creating a perfect storm for a mistake that would rewrite numismatic history. The Jefferson nickel, with its timeless portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello's stately silhouette on the reverse, was meant to be routine, but something went spectacularly, gloriously wrong: a quadruple die error, an anomaly so rare it's considered a numismatic miracle, where Jefferson's face appears layered with 3 ghostly duplicates, the date, 2014, and the D mint mark twisted into a surreal blur that makes the coin pulse with an otherworldly aura, instantly recognizable to anyone with a discerning eye. This quadruple die error, caused by an unprecedented series of misalignments during the die-making process, is so extraordinary that collectors dubbed the coin the Spectre Jefferson, a name that captures its haunting visual effect and elusive nature. But the plot thickens. Reports surfaced of a second, jaw-dropping anomaly, the coin was struck on a platinum planchet, a material reserved for ultra-exclusive commemorative issues, giving it a radiant, silvery white sheen that sets it apart from any nickel in existence, earning it the moniker, the Platinum Phantom. How could such a double error occur? Theories swirl like a storm, some whisper of a rogue mint employee, perhaps a disgruntled technician, slipping a platinum planchet into the press as an act of defiance or a prank gone wild. Others point to a mechanical failure so improbable it defies modern quality controls, and a few fringe voices even suggest extraterrestrial tampering, citing the coin's bizarre properties as evidence of something beyond human error. The rarity of the 2014 D is staggering. Experts estimate only 4 such coins were minted, with 2 believed to be lost in circulation, 1 rumored to have been melted down in a 2015 industrial accident, and the 4th, known as the Lunar King, surfacing in a 2024 auction that sent shockwaves through the numismatic world, fetching $599 million after a frenzied, hours-long bidding war among billionaire collectors, foreign dignitaries, and shadowy figures cloaked in anonymity. To grasp why this coin commands such an astronomical sum, we must journey through the annals of coin collecting, where errors like the 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle, worth $18.9 million, or the 1943 Bronze Cent, fetching $1.7 million, set the stage for the 2014 DS meteoric rise, driven not just by its errors but by the wild, almost mythic stories that surround it. The quadrupled eye error alone makes it a numismatic unicorn, with Jefferson's face appearing to shift and multiply under different angles of light, a visual effect so mesmerizing that collectors describe it as staring into a portal of history, but the platinum planchet elevates it to a realm of legend, with metallurgical analysis revealing traces of an experimental alloy containing rhodium, a metal rarer than gold, suggesting the 2014 D was no accident but a prototype for a never-released series, possibly tied to a classified mint project to create untraceable currency for covert operations. This alloy, with its unearthly luster, hints at a secret commemorative series, perhaps marking the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing, a theory fueled by leaked mint documents referencing Project Lunar, a codename for an abandoned coin program. The mint, as always, remains silent, refusing to acknowledge the coin's existence, which only deepens the mystery. How could a coin this flawed escape unless someone wanted it to? The Lunar King's journey to auction is a tale of intrigue and serendipity, discovered in 2016 by a Colorado bartender named Lila Moreno, who found it in a tip jar at a dive bar. The coin's strange, silvery glow caught her attention, but she stashed it in a drawer, unaware of its value, until a regular customer, a hobbyist collector, spotted it in 2019 and alerted the numismatic community, sparking a frenzy. Moreno's life was upended. She became a target for thieves and opportunists, forcing her to hide the coin in a safe deposit box, only for it to vanish during a 2020 bank heist, reappearing a year later in the possession of a mysterious figure known as the Silver Shadow, a collector rumored to have ties to international art smugglers, who sold it to an anonymous buyer in Singapore before it hit the auction block. The 2024 auction, held in a fortified Hong Kong vault, was a spectacle of wealth and secrecy, with bidders connected via encrypted lines, one allegedly representing a Chinese tech titan, another a European royal, and a third rumored to be a front for the U.S. Treasury, desperate to reclaim the coin to bury evidence of their blunder. The $599 million price wasn't just about rarity, it was about the coin's defiance of the system, its story of slipping through the cracks, and the tantalizing possibility that 2 more are out there, hiding in a vending machine, a child's piggy bank, or a forgotten jar. Numismatic experts like Dr. Claire Nguyen, a leading authority on mint errors, call the 2014 D a masterpiece of chaos, noting its pristine MS-70 grade, a perfect condition that amplifies its value, as even a single scratch could slash millions from its worth. But there's more, a microscopic anomaly discovered under 200x magnification, a tiny, deliberate etching on Monticello's dome, forming the word anomaly, sparking theories of a mint insider leaving a cryptic signature, perhaps as a protest against bureaucratic failures or a nod to the coin's otherworldly origins. This etching, verified by PCGS, adds a layer of intrigue, with skeptics claiming it's a post-mint forgery to inflate value, while believers see it as proof of human intent, a secret message carved in platinum. The collector community is in a fever pitch, with forums like CoinQuest and Reddit buzzing with tales of near misses, a Nevada trucker who spent a shiny 2014 D on a coffee, only to learn its value years later, an Oregon pawn shop owner who rejected a suspicious nickel, now haunted by his mistake, and a viral story of a Montana schoolteacher who found one in a classroom fundraiser, only to lose it during a school trip. These stories fuel a nationwide treasure hunt, with collectors offering bounties of $75 million for the missing two coins, believed to be circulating in the American West, where Denver's coins often first enter circulation. The 2014 DS value is rooted in its historical context. 2014 was a year of transition for the mint, with new anti-counterfeiting measures and experimental alloys being tested, creating conditions ripe for errors. Conspiracy theorists point to a deeper plot, suggesting the platinum planchet was a leftover from a cancelled CIA contract to produce coins for black budget operations, smuggled out by a whistleblower exposing mint inefficiencies. A 2023 FOIA request uncovered redacted mint documents mentioning unusual 2014 production, but no further details, prompting speculation that the government is hiding a $599 million mistake. The coin's allure is universal. It's not just about money, it's about the dream of discovery, the chance that anyone could stumble upon a fortune in a laundromat or a gas station. Imagine finding a nickel that doesn't look right, its platinum sheen catching the light. What would you do? Keep it secret, fearing government scrutiny, or announce it to the world, risking theft? The 2014 D is a symbol of hope and chaos, a reminder that even in a world of automation, human error can create miracles. Collectors like Javier Ruiz, who sold his business to fund a search for the coin, describe it as the holy grail of numismatics, a quest that drives people to obsession, with some scouring coin rolls until their eyes blur, others quitting jobs to hunt full-time. The coin's value keeps soaring, with projections suggesting it could hit $1 billion by 2035 as the hunt intensifies, driven by stories like that of an Arizona retiree who found a 2014 D in a casino slot machine, only to have it stolen by a pickpocket, sparking a manhunt that gripped headlines. The legal battles are intense. The mint briefly claimed the Lunar King was stolen property, citing obscure federal laws, but the case collapsed when the owner produced a chain of custody tracing back to Marino's tip jar, adding to the coin's rebel mystique. Every detail of the 2014 D pulls you deeper: the platinum celestial glow, the quadrupled eyes ghostly Jefferson, the cryptic anomaly etching, and the tantalizing possibility that you could be holding one of the lost two. The numismatic world is